Hello everyone. So today we will be doing branching, merging and deleting of branch. We have already covered the basics and the softwares installed and initializing of GIT in the previous sessions. To start with branching is nothing but if you imagine a tree, when does a branch come? That is from the main stem you have a diversion, right? So branching is the same thing. Branching is an independent line of development away from the main branch. Okay, this is the official documentation, which is pretty good. So let me just load this and let's go through the first few sections. Branching means you diverge from the main line of development and continue to work without messing with that main line. What Git's X factor is this branching itself. So they call this branching of Git as a killer feature because it's lightweight and it is very fast. Okay, and why is it so? This is a very good documentation which you can go through, but this is not required when in your initial stages with Git, or we may not need it anytime. But if you are curious, you can go through this documentation. Why do we use branching? Say you had a burger which is having a slice of cheese and this is your production line. So you have an idea that okay, let's add some greens. So you move one copy of whatever is there in your production line, you add the greens and you check whether it's great. When you think it's great, you put it back into your production line, and from here on you'd have burgers with greens as well. Now this diversion that you created to work on something is called branching. Okay, now let's use the same thing with in terms of commands. Okay, so what would be the command is, first you could use git branch and you give the name of the branch. I've given it as add lettuce. With this only a branch is created, but your control is still here, your head is still in the main branch. And then you say git checkout add lettuce. When you say checkout, you move to that particular branch which you mentioned. Okay, because you mentioned add lettuce, you would come here. So instead of writing two commands, this is the combo command, that is git checkout minus b, the name of the branch. Okay, it will create the branch and move the head as well. Then once you are satisfied, you say git commit, and git commit you can give the message. And once that is done, into merge this changes to the main branch, you first move to the main branch. Like I told you, moving is done with checkout. And once that is done, you say git merge the branch name. So here it's add lettuce. Another pointer I would like to say is the checkout is the older version. We have, since checkout was doing too many things, um, they have created a new command called switch. So you can also use git switch master, which also works in switching the branches. Okay, once that is done, since your change is already there and you would not want to keep it, if you think this is bulking up your things, you can just say git branch minus d add lettuce, and this branching will be removed. Okay, it will look as if after this directly you had the one with lettuce. Okay, that's about the command. So it's pretty easy, git everywhere, and then you say git branch lettuce, git checkout, and then you again checkout and you merge. Okay, now in the real world scenario, what would happen? You would have a production line wherein your code is what is running in production, the same copy. And say you started the development in the same line. Okay, you have worked 3 weeks through it and you find a major production bug. Now you are in a dilemma. Should you undo your development and work on the bug fix, or should you complete the development and then work on the bug fix? Then what would happen? What you had prepared for the next release would be sent to production. So you have multiple confusions. So what you do is you keep your production line independent, you make a branch called development, you start working on it. Okay, and say you got a bug fix, you will check out to the production line and you will fix the bug and send that particular, deploy that particular thing into production, come back to development, continue with development. Okay, that is why you will need branching. There are different, every company, every team works in a different way. So I will walk through a common workflow. It's called Git flow, which is pretty simple. Getting back to where we were, we will practically try to do this. So this is my new folder, so let me give me a moment while I initialize this. Echo first file. This is the way we create a file. Git add, you can also say dot, but I will just mention the file, and then I'll commit it. Okay, I have committed. So now we have one file over there. So like I told in the previous videos, our helpers are git log, which will show us all the commits that we have done, and another one would be git status, which would tell if we have any files which are not committed. So as of now we are in the main branch, and we have something called git log one line, so that will create a neat, sorry, I missed a dash there, git log dash dash one line. Yeah, so now what we'll do is create, let me say git branch. We have a master, and the star means our head is on the master, the control is on the master. Okay, so let's create a branch. Create branch branch develop. Okay, now we have created a branch. Let's say git branch and see if we have really created. See, we have created, but the star is still at master, so we need to check out to develop. So now our control would be in the develop run. So just let's confirm it. See, the star has moved to develop. Now we can work in the develop branch. I will create a file in the develop branch. So echo, we could also edit things, but this is easier for you all to understand, so I am doing it in this way. So this is a file in develop, and the file name is file in develop .txt. So I've created a file which is in the develop branch. Okay, so let me do a git add and a git commit -m. Okay, so I have done my commit. Now what I will do is, let me show it in the example of this. What was there is, we had a master, I created develop, and then I created a file. That's the first change and the commit that I have created in my develop. Okay, so this is when I said git branch develop, only a branch was created, but when I say git checkout develop, then the head or the current branch would be developed. And now I have come here and created one file. Now let me go to master, create one more file. Okay, though I have shown two commits, I'll be only doing one commit. I could do two commits, but it's not required. So let's move to the master. So this time I will use switch instead of checkout to just show you all that it works. Git master, so switch to branch master. So let me use the previous command. This is the file in master, and Let me give the name as file in master. Okay, the file has been created. So let me do a git add dot and git commit -m add file in master. So the file is created. Now we have created a branch and we have created a file there and created a file here. So let's check what does git log has to say. Yeah, it's only showing, if you notice, it's not showing the file that was added into the uh, branch. Okay, because it will only show, and since I'm in the master, it will only show what was there before we created a branch, that is the adding of the first file, and second, and now once the branch was created, I have created add file in the master. It's not worried about the what is in the branch. Okay, similarly, if I run this command on my branch, it would show add the first file, and then it show add file in the develop. Okay, it will not show this add file in master. So it's concerned only about that respective branch. Okay, so there's one more beautiful command in git log. This is this graph. So it, as of now, it's just a straight line. So once we start merging, you will see that this will give that pictorial view. Okay, let me go ahead and just summarize the commands that we have used. One is git branch to get the list of the branch. Git branch dash dash list will, it's the same thing, it will just give the same list. If we have to create a branch, git branch branch name. If you have to move, it's git checkout or git switch. And if you want the list of branches which are in the remote, this would be the command. And if you want to rename the command, I've just given in case, so that you all have a repository as your, everything in your notes. This is a combo command that I initially showed you all, which does both the branching and the checkout together. That is git checkout -p, the name of the branch. Here I have given a link to a wonderful website. It is having some small challenges wherein you will learn branching and git, and whatever you do with git, you will only get better while practicing. Okay, that's about branching. So now let's move on to merging. Okay, I always, while merging, prefer first to go to master and then merge the branch. Merging, there are two ways to merge. One is fast forward merge, another one is the three-way merge. In the fast forward merge, what happens is, say you have, this is your main line, and then you had created a branch. Okay, and then you worked on that branch, but nothing happened to the main branch. Okay, so when you say git merge, what would happen is this main head would just move here. It's basically we are straightening that rope. Okay, nothing is there to merge over here because there was no change in the main. But when it comes to three-way merge, so there is an here what happened is, in the main you had some change. Okay, now you would need the change what is here as well as here, and this kind of merge is called the three-way merge, wherein you have a parent and then you have two childs, that is the two changes that are done, that we merge. So that is called a three-way merge. Okay, so most of the conflicts that come are in when you work with the three-way merge. It's basically when you are working on the same file here as well as here, is when you come across the conflicts. Okay, let's again get back to practicals. Now if you remember, we have created a file in the master, and we have created one file in the develop. So let me check where I am currently. So I am in master. So to merge, what I will do is git merge. Merge what? Which branch? Develop, and that would merge everything. Okay, and it wants me to write a comment. I'm happy with this merge branch develop, so I'm not going to change it. Okay, and you see now the merge made, and merge is done, and the file in develop has been added. One file changed, there was one insertion. Okay, now let's check this. Will give you a good idea that we had a first file and we created a branches, as you see, and then we created a file in master, we created a file in the develop, and then what happened is we merged it. Okay, and Git could merge these files. Okay, now every time it's not the sweet story, we will have conflicts are usually when both of them have worked on the same file. So let me virtually create that scenario. Now since I am in master, what I will do is I will open the file that was that we had created. So let me quickly check the file name, or I can do this, checking the files that I have. Yeah, so what I will do is we have something called as first file, right? I will create a conflict in that. Since I'm in master, code first file dot txt. This line was written in from master branch. Okay, that's all I will write and save it. Going here back, so let's see git status. It will tell the file has been changed. As you see, first file has gone through a change. So let me just do a git add and a git commit. Added one line from master. So I am done with this. Now to create a to create a conflict, I will have to go to the branch and edit the same file. Okay, that is when you merge, git automatic git merge would fail. Okay, so let me move git checkout develop and say code first .txt. So as you notice, I had written this sentence was written in master file. Remember, that has remained still only in master. So this is independent of that. So let me write this is written from the develop branch. Let me clear this typo and let me save. So as you realize, both are having two different sentences. Okay, now it's going to be fun. First we will add it. Git add git commit minus m added line from develop branch. Okay, so it's committed. Now is the time for merge. So to merge, let me go to git checkout master and git merge the branch is develop. And as you see, it is tried auto merging the first file. Most of the time this works out fine, but when there are conflicts, you get this message conflict. Merge conflict in where the first file.txt. Automatic merge failed. Fix conflicts and then commit the result. So let's fix it and then commit it. So to fix it, there's nothing to worry. Just we have to go to that particular file, that is the first file.txt. Okay, let's load it in our VSC. First file dot txt, and it would open in VSE, which will show us the conflict. So whenever there's a conflict, these are the additional symbols that Git adds. So it is showing us this is where the head is, which is the current change, and the incoming change is in the develop, and this was the change. Okay, this was written in master. I hope you all have understood. So when if you are opening this in VSC, you will have this wonderful choices, which makes life very easy. If you are opening it in Vim, we will only have this. Okay, I will show you all how to edit in Vim, but see, let's see what happens if you say accept current changes. Only this would be accepted, you see. Okay, and then I could save and add and commit. So let's undo so that we could see the rest of the options. Okay, what, so add a current change, pick this line. Obviously add incoming change would pick only this line. If I say accept both changes, it would give me both of the lines. Okay, let's undo this, and if I said I want to compare the changes, this would bring the two things side by side, so I could compare them. Okay, let me undo this as well. Okay, and so if you are in Vim and you don't have these changes, the only thing you have to do is just remove these extras, and in case you wanted both, keep that both. In case you can wanted the first time, I mean, you can do whatever changes you want. I want to keep both, and I will save it. Go back to the file here and say git add, and oh, I always miss the space. Git add, well, it's always safe to mention the file name. Okay, and say git commit -m conflict resolved merged both. Okay, the commit has been done. Let's check the graph. As you see, we had traced it till here last time, and then we had merged the branch here, following which what we did, we added a line in the master, and then we went to the DevOps branch and we added one more line from the DevOps branch. Okay, and then we tried merging it, and then we have checked in and we have all the changes. Now in case you open this file, you would see both the changes. See, yeah, so that is how you resolve a conflict. Okay, so I have done the conflict in using master and develop, but here I have shown an example with creating a feature branch and doing the changes in master branch. Okay, so that is, I have also attached this so that it is very easy while studying for you guys. Yeah, this is the conflict that is encountered when you merge and you have conflicts. It's nothing scary. Just open up the file, either use VSE, use the options, or just manually remove these symbols and retain whatever you want. Once the changes are done, add it and commit it. That's all. Okay, next we move on to the concept of deleting the branch. So once that you have done the work, you would not want to keep all the unnecessary traces of whatever was done. So in that case, there are two ways you can delete the branch. So that's git branch -d, wherein what will happen is directly the branch will be deleted. But in this case, it will, if you have anything that was not merged, you have committed it but not merged, you will receive an error. And if you want to forcefully, I mean, you are intentionally not merging it because you just created it to check something, and you are not ready to merge it to the master, then you can use the capital D, and then that particular commit will not be considered. So if you have to be very careful while using capital D, that you're really sure that you don't want that commit to go ahead and merge with the master. Okay, let's let me give you a demo of that. Git branch. So let's see how many branches we have. We have only 2. Let me go to develop and just create git no, echo check deletion. To be deleted .txt. I'm creating a file here, so I'm just adding it. Git commit -1, add the file. Okay, it's committed. Now let's move to the checkout master. I'm moving to the master and I'm trying now. If you notice, I have not merged this deletion file. Let me use the command git branch -d, and the name of the branch is develop, right? And now if you see, we don't have this file, which is we had the file that we created, the delete file, right? So that's how -d works. Okay, so if I had done the same thing, git checkout, oh, develop is not there. So okay, I've created a feature branch, and I'm just creating a file like last time, but files to deleted to check deletion to git add dot git commit -m. Okay, don't bother. I just created a file, I added and committed. I've not merged it, so let's use git branch -d, and the name is feature. As you see, we cannot delete the branch because I have not merged this in. Do you see the difference between -d and capital D now? Okay, so that's how the delete works. Now usually you have a typically 2 workflows. One is you create a branch, you like what you have done, you merge it, and then you can delete this part with using -d, and this is how it will look later. Okay, very pretty clean it will look. Or you created a branch, you didn't like it. Okay, you would have committed it, but you didn't merge it, and so you use, you know, capital D, and that change won't be taken. So in once that is done, this is how it will look. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, that's how it works. So there are some more ways with which we can other than branching, you can move to a different commit, um, and then continue our work. This can be done with the one is git checkout using your commit ID, and you will move to that commit. Or say you want to go to features behind, you can simply use git checkout head tilde sign and 2 if it is 2. So this is how it works. Okay, it leaves 2 and then goes to the previous one. Okay, so that is how it works. That is all I had about branching and merging and deleting. Please play with this particular link that I have given. It's pretty nice. If you want me to create a video wherein I sit and solve these puzzles or challenges that they give, I will do that. Please let me know if you are interested in it. Okay. The notes will be available. I will most probably provide my GitHub link wherein all the notes would be hosted. Thank you.